So this is probably one of the more what we would class as boring projects out there in cryptocurrency because it doesn't really give the drama and the fast pace that the other ones do. But I think this personally also makes it one of the most overlooked projects. So today we're going to take a look into just what Cardano have been building through the bear market, and for once I'll actually give a price point. I don't want to say prediction because anybody can kind of shout out a number and call it a price prediction, but this is the price point that I will personally be looking for Cardano to hit in the peak of the bull run. So let's jump straight into it. So Cardano proclaimed itself as a third generation blockchain following on from Bitcoin and Ethereum, and their main focus is sustainability, scalability and transparency. So today the Ethereum ecosystem has become the equivalent of with DeFi, which does beg the question of how Cardano has maintained a strong position in the evolving Web3. So Cardano is a proof of stake blockchain which is originating from a series of academic research papers, and it was founded by ex-Ethereum builder Charles Hoskinson and Jeremy Wood in 2015. So the Cardano blockchain and its native token ADA went live through a multi-stage ICO in September of 2017. So Cardano is made up with 4 entities, each of which have a distinct role in the project. So we have the Cardano Foundation, and this is a Swiss non-profit for the Cardano ecosystem and community. So it's proactively working with governments and regulatory bodies and forming strategic partnerships with enterprises and other relevant open source projects. And then we have the IOHK. So this is an engineering company which is dedicated to instrumentalizing peer-to-peer technology, and it's also determined to provide financial services to over 3 billion people who don't really have the access to them. And this group is contracted to design, build and maintain the Cardano platform. And then we have Emergle, which is a company formed to integrate, develop and support companies, businesses and industries that want to make use of Cardano's decentralized blockchain and computation platform. And then we have Input Output Global. So IOG is a US-based technology company, and this engineers and researches the blockchain structures. Now, Cardano is a little bit different from most other startups. So most startups follow the kind of move fast and just plow through everything model, and this is characterized by a work ethos that prioritizes speed and experimentation in approaches to tasks and innovation. But Cardano is very different to this. It is all based on research papers. The progress with it is quite slow, which obviously puts a lot of people off, but it is because they're so meticulous with everything that they do. So if we take a look into what is ADA, so ADA is the native coin which powers the whole ecosystem in Cardano, and each transaction which is done using ADA is immutably and transparently recorded on the Cardano blockchain. So every ADA holder possesses a stake in the Cardano network, and ADA held in a wallet can be delegated to a stake pool, which enables the users to earn rewards and actively contribute to the network's successful operation. And users can also discover the opportunity to run their own staking pool, and this then enhances their chances of receiving rewards. Now, one thing I always like to look at is the initial token allocation for projects. So for ADA, there was 57.6% was allocated to the ICO, 11.5% is allocated to the team, and 30.9% is allocated to staking rewards. So ADA's max supply is capped at 45 billion with an inflationary emission rate. So today ADA is trading at under $1, and its current price is down around about 85% from its previous all-time high, which was $3.09, which was in September of 2021. So it's kind of in the peak of the last bull run. Now, Cardano has a monetary policy which has a couple of main purposes. So 2 of the main purposes are incentivizing community participation in the network development and funding the Treasury. So in terms of rewards, participants including delegators and stake pool operators, they receive staking rewards from transaction fees and monetary expansion. So transaction fees contribute to a reward pool, and a portion of it is allocated to the Treasury and the rest is distributed as epoch rewards. Now, this approach encourages early adopters by offering higher initial rewards, and this gradually transitions to smaller rewards compensated by increasing the transaction fees over time. And the Treasury plays a vital role in financing Cardano's development activities through a voting process. So regular contributions are made to the Treasury to ensure a consistent availability of funds, and the monetary system like this, it aims for predictability in rewards and avoids drastic variations and facilitating a smooth decline over time. So there has been some speculation that Cardano has become what is known in cryptocurrency as a ghost chain, but there's a few reasons why it definitely cannot be classed as this. So number one is that DeFi is thriving, and if we take a look at some of the information that is provided on the TVL for ADA, this is showing that the TVL has increased back up to 328.74 million. So this is the total value which has been locked up for it. And another reason that it cannot be classed as a ghost chain is that ghost chains do not have thousands of users. that Cardano has. So another reason that we can't really class this as a ghost chain is that ghost chains do not have thousands of users like what Cardano has. And I took a look at that radar, and this pegs the network's unique active wallets at 24,790. So there's still a huge amount of Cardano wallets. And there's also the sale of NFTs, which are pretty big on the Cardano network. So information which was available on CryptoSlam shows that the sales of NFTs, so this was on the last 7 days that I filtered this by, it places Cardano at 11th, and there was just over 1.1 million in sales for these. But I think the most significant DeFi project is one that is set to launch later on this year. So we do have the USDM stablecoin. So Mayhem Finance, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, is set to introduce a fiat-backed USDM stablecoin in March 16. So this is when it is currently estimated to be launched. And this is a significant advancement in Cardano's DeFi landscape. So it is registered with the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network and is currently seeking US licensing. So Mayhem is prioritizing a robust regulatory framework to ensure the user's security, and Mayhem services have limited access depending on a user's jurisdiction. So this means that only eligible users can connect their Cardano wallet to the Mayhem app. Mayhem has also implemented the Know Your Customer, so the KYC procedures on it. So you might be wondering how this benefits Cardano. So the introduction of a USD-backed stablecoin into Cardano's DeFi ecosystem should bring around stability, capital efficiency, and more robust security and compliance for the network. So USDM provides users with a dependable store of value and is mitigating the inherent volatility which is seen in many cryptocurrencies. Now, as with everything, there is a few criticisms of Cardano, and we do like to be balanced here. So when we compare it with blockchains like Solana and Avalanche, Cardano's total dApp count is very, very small. And this is one of the largest criticisms against Cardano, is the lack of the thriving dApp and DeFi ecosystem. But as we did mention, everything that goes into Cardano is very meticulously planned. It is slower due to the amount of research and how much they try to perfect it before anything is launched. But people can tend to see this as a negative. But we do need to keep in mind that Rome was not built in a day. You know, it's not something that is rushed and tested and then they find the flaws and fix it. It is something that is very, very researched. So Solana and Avalanche, they both have, so there's 210 and 529 dApps for each of them, with a total value of 339.9 million and 474.9 million respectively. And according to that radar, Cardano only has 43 active dApps, but this is valued at 2.1 billion. So the value of these 43 absolutely blows past the other two. So when ranked by number of dApps, Cardano does rank at 19th, which is pretty low. But if you filter it by dApp's value, Cardano is ranked as the top 3, with Ethereum first and the BNB chain coming in second. Now, another thing that I really like about Cardano is their Africa focus. So Emergo Africa is the regional arm of Emergo, which is dedicated to driving the adoption of Cardano and Web3 technologies across the Middle East. So this is directing the efforts towards advancing Web3 technology with a particular emphasis on nurturing the local communities, investing in them and accelerating the growth of Web3 entrepreneurs and startups that leverage Cardano's capabilities. So they look to address the local challenges. So Web3 solutions built on Cardano aim to address the regional and local challenges by offering impactful solutions to economic insufficiencies, the lack of transparency and accountability issues which are faced by the local populations. And then we also have investment and acceleration. So a key aspect of the strategy involves actively investing and accelerating the development of promising regional Web3 startups. And by supporting these ventures, the goal is to drive the adoption of Cardano and Web3 technologies whilst contributing to a positive social change. And there are huge efforts underway to raise awareness of Cardano and Web3 technology at the local level. So this involves promoting the economic benefits that these innovative solutions can bring to business and users within that region. So the initiative is seeking to foster the growth of local blockchain communities, and it does this by creating a platform for dialogue and collaboration. The aim is to connect the regional and local stakeholders, including policymakers, to explore the social benefits that can be achieved through the adoption of Web3 solutions. Now, Emergo plans to invest over 200 million to support Africa's ecosystem growth over the next 3 years. And so far, it has invested in 29 African startups across GameFi, crypto, fintech, SocialFi, and SaaS marketplace verticals, among other industries as well. So I think the part that most people are interested in. ADA has been around for a very long time. It has already been through 2 bull runs, so it shows that it is here to stay. Now, in the first bull run in 2017, it did just touch on the $1 and had a market cap of 30 billion. And the second bull run in 2020-2021, it hit a market cap of 95 billion and it reached its all-time high of $3.10. So between each bull run, it has pretty much done a 3x each time. And as we know in crypto, a lot of things do tend to follow patterns. But if Cardano keeps building and improving, and if we can 3x again this bull run, I think we could be looking at a $9 ADA in the peak of the bull market. Now, people may not agree that ADA will do anything in the bull run because it's definitely one of the quieter projects, but there's no denying the growth of the DeFi landscape in the Cardano network since 2021, which I think is going to be a huge boost for it. Now, if you are a holder of ADA, I would not be worried about trying to get rich in a year. I would be looking at maybe 2 to 3 years for this. One thing to bear in mind is that Cardano is a project that builds quietly, but it builds efficiently. And they are always working hard to bring new things out behind the scenes. Everybody is so focused on making sure that they're a millionaire by the end of the year, the end of the month, the end of the day sometimes, whereas we do really need to sometimes have a more long-term mindset for this, and not everything needs to have happened by yesterday. So one thing to bear in mind is that whilst this is the sort of price point that I would be looking for Cardano to go, at the end of the day, it is cryptocurrency. Nobody knows if it's going to go sky high or maybe it'll go to zero. Nobody can accurately predict. All we can look at is previous runs, what the charts are telling us, and what the project is actually trying to bring. So let me know in the comments below where you think ADA is going to go in the bull run, and I will see you the next time. Bye.